All right, welcome or welcome back. So I am feeling extremely not at ease because I am testing this new device and it doesn't have the entry for this. So I just recorded myself very quickly. Audio wise, I don't have any complaints, but I just got used to having, my little device, everything connected. Now it feels bizarre, but that's okay. That's okay. So new phone, who this? I'm just thinking. So I'm shuffling to do the group selection, and then I had a few disclaimers that I wanted to put as intro for this video. And so title, are you safe in your shaky or on and off or energetically weird relationship? I don't know what is going to come out in terms of romantic, platonic, friendship, work, family. We'll see. Whatever the case, this definitely refers to a situation that you already know about. Okay, that like if you already have a situation issue that is that makes you feel unease, that makes you feel a certain way that isn't fully positive, it can be interesting to explore further. Sometimes there's just life, but sometimes there's people, and you might want to know what kind of people or person you're dealing with if the final result is you not feeling fully seen, at ease, safe within the relationship. So that being said, I am now going to move forward and just go straight to the group selection. All right, welcome to the group selection. We are going to do the group selection for five groups, and I will probably only manage to put the messages for the first either 2 or 3 groups, depending on the length of each and every group, in this part. So this is going to be part 1 of this video. If you happen to select one of the last few groups, you will just have to wait a little bit until I take care of that and upload that and yada yada. So you can hit the notification bell so that you can receive updates fast if that is what you need. Anywho, let's go. Group number 1 will have Europe. Those cards are only here to help you choose. We'll see the specific spread in the next few sections. Group number 2, you have Eunomia. Group number 3, you have Hercules. Group number 4, you have Selene. Group number 5, you have Chiron. So I'm going to show the cards again. You can choose whatever feels comfortable for your intuition. You can use sounds, you can use the name of the cards, you can use colors, you can use numbers, you can use the general pictures, like whatever resonates the most with your preferred modality. So 1, Europe. 2, Eunomia. 4, Hercules. Sorry. 1, Europe. 2, Eunomia. I don't know why I forgot number 3. Hercules is number 3. 4 is Selene. and 5 is Chiron. See you as your group. Alright, group number 1, you chose Europe as your card. I am going to use 5 cards for each and every group. So I'm already getting messages, and one first thing that I got was defying logic. It's, for some reason, your relationship, your dynamic defies logic. And I see a lot of struggles. I see a lot of fights as well, but that seem to be directly tied to struggles, like practical struggles, making ends meet, managing to feed the youngest members of your household could be a reason behind the chaos as well. It's like I see that someone in the relationship feels overpowered. And I see that this person used to have a different role. It's like your relationship has entered a new realm, either a new phase. Someone in the relationship might have entered a new reality. Something changed around you guys. And okay. So I'm seeing that someone in the relationship, the person who used to be the provider, this is a very specific message. The person who used to be the provider, the alpha figure, the one who brings the food, the one who coordinates most stuff, worked really hard for something, and it did not pay off. There was an element of fake. This could also have to do with the sexual harassment. So one of you could have lost their main income or a position because of sexual harassment. They might have been victim of sexual harassment, and this is why they had to leave. But it's kind of like there was something that happened, like there was a previous theater, like a previous play that happened before the spread that I have right here, and that change resulted in a lot of fights. I see one of the people in the relationship feeling very depleted, and it's kind of like on all level, physical, mental, spiritual, but especially emotional. It's like the person who's feeling dried out by the relationship. Ooh. Okay. There's someone who is feeling dried out by the relationship to the point where they don't even see the point in expressing their emotions. It's like I'm seeing a switch of roles where the party that felt like they were supposed to carry the relationship, or even go as far as carrying the other person forward, they feel left behind. But I see that even if what happened to to the person who is stirring the pot, who is creating the fights, was not their fault, they are reacting to it like not in the best way. I'm getting that some of you might have the feeling of having to deal with an additional child. It's like your partner feels burdensome to you now. And it's because of how they are. It's a reaction to something that happened to them. Their ego, the problem is their ego. And you cannot deal with that anymore. It's like, you know that their behavior, that if they continue, their behavior is only going to cause more issues. You know that if you, it's like you might have the purest intention at heart, where it's like, it's okay, I can carry the burden now. Like, I can carry the practical burden, for example. Or I can carry the burden of you feeling down in the dumps. I can carry the burden of you having lost faith. I can carry the burden of you acting a little bit off, considering your age. But I cannot carry all the burdens. Like, I can deal with you being human, I cannot deal with you being a monster. And this person is kind of acting like all their demons are acting out, and it's because of their ego. Their ego is being hurt. And so they have this sort of defense mechanism where they lash out, or rather they unleash their demons, they unleash their lowest vibrations, their worst behaviors, to make themselves unlikable. But it's because they feel unlikable already, and so they feel like if they do it on purpose, then it hurts less. Like, if you reject them because of how they act and not because of whatever accident or incident or I'm getting tragedy even happened, this person felt powerless. There was something that happened to them that made them feel very powerless, and they are trying to regain control. They are trying to regain control over you, but they are doing it in a quite effed up way. And I cannot lie. So I have keep the secret as your self-defense charm, and I have quite some clarifiers. So I'm getting different things, but for there is one specific message that I just cannot ignore, and it was about you giving yourself permission to look for safety somewhere else. For some of you, and this is only if your partner cheated and you know it already, this is kind of like the moment for you, like, to give yourself a green light to cheat back. And it's something that is just going to be between you and spirit. Like, you know that you have been dealing with enough BS, so it's time for you to have fun. Even if it goes a little, like, you are feeling dragged down by the situation, that's for sure. This person tired you way too much. And the thing is that your compassion, you being able to carry all these burdens, is not helping in the situation. It's not your job. to carry all the burdens. Okay, this person is placing way too much on your back, and they have to receive some sort of karma. Okay, like their soul needs to face reality once and for all. But this is something that is supposed to happen a little bit behind the scenes. Like, you are not supposed to do much in the situation, and this is precisely to preserve your peace. Okay, for some of you, you might even need to take a little break out of the situation, stay with your family a little bit, and let this person simmer in their own soup of isha. Even if you love them, but it's because you love them. If you love their soul, you're going to do what's best for their soul. And what's best for their soul is you doing what's best for your soul, because you betraying yourself is placing this person in the position of being your torturer. They don't like that. And if they are not aware of it now, perhaps they have some sort of fogginess, like a fog for XYZ reason. Perhaps they numb themselves. Perhaps their ego wound is so intense that is clouding their vision. Whatever the case, the minute they realize what's going on, it can only get worse, basically. It can only get worse unless you choose to exit the dynamic and do some, like, contain the damage. Focus on containing the damage. And so I see here, check your messages, where you might feel like some pretty obvious red flag about the situation is that you feel like you need to filter the way you speak, like you're walking on eggshells basically around them, and you know that you have to avoid certain topics, but it's like important topics, so it's driving you insane, because in order to protect yourself, you cannot talk about stuff that is actually key for the progression of the connection. But right now this person is acting like a crazy electron that is just being pushed and pulled all around the energy field. Okay, and so this is going to take a while, and I'm seeing that it's very likely, if you resonate more with the scenario where you have been considering to take some physical time apart, this might require you to be smart. This is not something that you can share with them. This is something that they would try and stop. So if you were considering that, this is your confirmation that it's the right thing to do. You just have to be discreet about your decision and how you are going to make that operational. Okay. There is something about lying again. Well, I spoke about this already, but okay, I'm getting two different things. For some of you, this is about you not wanting to lie to your partner, which makes perfect sense. You know, you are committed to your partner, you want to share your truest self with your partner, and now you feel like you have to lie. You know that your partner has been lying to you. Okay, this is not their best self doing that, that's for sure, but your partner has been lying to you. So this is not about paying them back with the same energy, like, oh, okay, he lied to me, I'm going to lie about important stuff as well, and create more chaos. You are moving towards creating peace. So you are not lying for the sake of lying. You are keeping information to you in order to save yourself. You know that if you make yourself vulnerable to betrayal right now, it's gonna happen. It's just, sorry. Okay, my dog just activated himself. So if you make yourself vulnerable to betrayal, even if this is not, and this is a huge red flag, because you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be paying attention to this. You should be able to make yourself vulnerable while knowing that your partner is going to at least respect that, like bare minimum. And at best, cherish that. And this is not happening, it's the other way around. So your partner is making you second guess yourself, it's making you second guess your sanity, because you act in a way that is aligned with your love for them, and it feels like it's triggering them more and more. Okay? But there is nothing that you can do in the situation except from giving yourself permission to feel unsafe in the situation. Even if you do love your partner, they are not doing the basic work to make you feel okay. Like they feel like they cannot bring to the table what they used to or what they are supposed to, and so they're bringing even less. And I see that for some of you, you see why they do that. Like, you see the wounded child in them. But this is the thing, you are their partner, you are their lover, you are not their caretaker. And this is not even a situation where, you know, there's a life accident and for XYZ reason you have to take upon more responsibility. This person is doing it on purpose, subconsciously, of course, but there is something that is purposeful and deliberate in how they just let themselves go and expect you to love them through thick and thin, which you are doing. But right now, the thin has to translate into you putting your safety first, you putting yourself to safety, if that's the case. Alright, I'm going to wrap things up for group number 1. I hope this gave you clarity. If you feel called to leave a comment down below, feel more than welcome to do so. And Jesus Christ, talk soon.